What if the solution to your biggest problems, I mean everything, health, wealth, relationships, even, global conflicts, what if the answer wasn't out there somewhere?
But actually deep inside you.
Exactly. Deeply, surprisingly, in here. Today, we're doing a deep dive into this really mysterious Hawaiian healing system. It's called Ho'oponopono.
Specifically, the self-identity through Ho'oponopono method.
Right, and it promises some pretty profound transformations.
Yeah, and for this deep dive, our main source, well, it's this fascinating book, Zero Limits, The Secret Hawaiian System for Wealth, Health, Peace, and More.
Ah, the one by Joe Vitale. It's Dr. Ihaleakala Hew Len.
That's the one, and it's packed with personal stories, too, which really bring it to life.
So our mission today, together with you, is to unpack the core ideas of this system. We'll look at how it works, even when it seems, well, illogical.
But potentially really effective.
Exactly. And maybe discover how its surprising simplicity can give you a new way to understand your own reality. Okay, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So, the story starts in a way that, honestly, it made me do a double take. One of the authors, Joe Vitale, he hears these whispers about, like, the strangest therapist in the world.
Intriguing.
Yeah. This Hawaiian psychologist, Dr. Hew Len, apparently healed an entire ward of mentally ill criminals in a state hospital.
Okay, wait. Healed them how?
That's the unbelievable part. He supposedly did it without ever directly interacting with them, not one session.
That sounds impossible. I mean, completely flies in the face of traditional therapy.
Right. The initial skepticism is totally understandable. It's baffling. The claim was he only reviewed the inmate's files.
Just the paperwork.
Yeah, just the files.
Yeah.
And then he worked on himself.
On himself, not the patients. That's the radical departure, isn't it? Totally different from anything we normally think of as therapy.
So if he wasn't talking to them, what was he doing? What is this Ho'oponopono thing, really? What does the name even mean?
Okay, so Ho'oponopono, it literally means something like to correct a mistake or to make right.
Correct a mistake. Okay.
Yeah. And this ties into an ancient Hawaiian idea that problems, illness, conflict, imbalance, they're seen as popping up because of painful memories or errors from the past, things that kind of pollute the mind.
Errors. What kind of errors are we talking about? Whose mistakes?
Well, that's where Dr. Hew Len's approach gets really radical. It introduces this core principle, 100% responsibility.
100%. For everything. That sounds heavy.
It does, but it's not about blame, not in the usual sense. It's more like a reframe. If anything shows up in your life, in your reality, then you're 100% responsible for it because it's appearing in your experience. The problem isn't truly out there. It's like a memory playing inside you.
Wow.
Okay.
So no external causes. Like if someone else has a problem, that's somehow my responsibility too.
According to this system, yes, because you're perceiving it. You're experiencing the information about their problem. It's presented to you. So it's happening within your reality. It implies this really deep interconnectedness, It totally challenges our usual ideas about what causes what. If you experience it, it's yours to clean.
Okay, clean. Let's talk about that. What are the tools for this inner work? You said he worked on himself. How?
Right. The tools for clearing these memories, for this cleaning process, they're surprisingly simple. Dr. Hew Len used just 4 phrases.
4 phrases, that's it.
Basically, yes. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you.
I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Who is he saying this to? Himself. The files.
Good question. The idea is that these phrases are directed towards divinity. You could call it God, life, the universe, whatever higher power concept resonates with you.
Okay.
And you say them to ask the divinity to clear those memories, those errors or programs within yourself.
Right. So cleaning yourself
is believed to purify not just you, but also the situation out there in the external world. It's like an internal cleanse with external ripple effects.
Okay, the concept sounds simple, maybe deceptively simple. But let's be real, the idea of healing a mental ward, or like the book mentions, even a broken car, just with phrases, it sounds almost like magic, doesn't it?
It does sound fantastical, and the book acknowledges that challenge to the logical mind. But then it details what happened at that hospital.
Right, the mental ward. Tell us more about that transformation.
Well, after Dr. Hew Len started his process, just reviewing files and repeating those phrases internally, cleaning on his own reactions to the files, the changes were apparently extraordinary.
Like what?
Patients who'd been in restraints, sometimes for years. They were eventually allowed to walk freely, medication levels dropped significantly, violence basically disappeared.
Wow.
Staff morale went way up too, absenteeism dropped, and eventually The entire high-security ward was closed down.
Closed down completely, just from him working on himself.
That's the claim. His belief was that by cleansing the toxic programs or shared memories within his mind that resonated with the patient's issues.
Because it was all appearing in his reality.
Exactly. By cleaning his experience of them, he was somehow facilitating their healing. It's a powerful idea, definitely counterintuitive.
Deeply counterintuitive.
And the book doesn't stop there. It's filled with other anecdotes showing how widely this can supposedly be applied.
Like Joe Vitale's own stories.
Yeah, his personal transformations are pretty striking. He talks about losing 80 pounds, about unexpectedly ending up on Larry King Live, or in the movie The Secret.
And he attributes this to Ho'oponopono, to the cleaning.
He does. He frames it as just letting go, cleaning constantly, and then these things just happen, without him consciously planning or forcing them.
Which speaks to that idea of effortless manifestation, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just clean and let things unfold.
Precisely. And it apparently works for resolving conflict, too. He tells a story about getting a really nasty email.
What did he do? Right back.
Nope. He just kept saying, "I love you," internally, directed at the feeling the email triggered in him. And he says the situation resolved itself peacefully, and he found peace with it. There's another one about a missing employee he was initially really angry about. He cleaned on his anger and later found out the employee was in jail and needed help, which they then provided. It shifts the whole dynamic from blame to, well, cleaning.
It's almost absurdly simple. And it extended to business, too.
Apparently so. He mentions his book, The Attractor Factor, becoming a bestseller after applying these principles. Another book struggled initially until he started loving it, cleaning on his feelings about it.
And the vegetarian dinner group.
Right. Attendance supposedly shot up astronomically after he cleaned on the intention for the group's success. It really pushes this idea that your internal state directly impacts your external results.
And physical health. Were there examples of that?
Oh, yeah. The book includes accounts of things like a urinary tract infection clearing up overnight, chronic conditions like asthma and allergies disappearing.
Wow.
Even serious family illnesses reportedly saw improvement or at least brought peace to the situation, like a story about his mother with heart failure and lung cancer finding peace after he cleaned.
And the broken car. That one sounds really out there.
It does. The story goes his car broke down, he contacted Hew Len, did the cleaning process, and the car, well, just started working again. Mysteriously fixed itself.
Okay. That definitely tests the limits of belief for many.
It absolutely does. There's also a moving story about cleaning for bile bears. These bears farmed for their bile. He felt a connection to their suffering because he became aware of it, so he cleaned on it.
So the principle holds, if it enters your awareness, you can clean on it.
That's the essence of it. And naturally, it's applied to relationships, too. Transforming family dynamics, creating more harmony, seeing positive changes in loved ones.
It's quite a range of applications for just 4 phrases. But you mentioned the book talks about other tools as well, not just the phrases.
That's right. There are a few tangible things mentioned. One is blue solar water.
Blue solar water, how does that work?
You take a blue glass bottle, has to be blue glass filled with tap water, and leave it in the sun for at least an hour, maybe longer.
Okay. Then what?
Then you can drink it, cook with it, bathe in it, put it in your washing machine, rinse vegetables. The idea is that the sun energizes the water through the blue glass, and this water helps erase or transmute memories. It's another cleaning tool.
Interesting. Like an infused water for memory clearing.
Kind of, yeah. And interestingly, the book also mentions strawberries and blueberries. Eating them is apparently another way to help transform memories back to, well, zero.
Zero state. Okay, that brings us to some of the deeper concepts, the stuff that really challenges the logical mind. Dr. Hew Len talks about living from memory versus inspiration.
Yes, that's a central idea. He proposes there are really only 2 states we operate from. Either we're driven by memory, which are these old programs, beliefs, data replaying constantly in the subconscious.
Like being on autopilot based on the past.
Exactly. Or we can operate from inspiration, which he describes as direct guidance from divinity, a message from the zero state, unfiltered by past programming.
And the cleaning, the I love you, I'm sorry. That's the bridge.
That's presented as the only way. Continuously cleaning the memories is how you silence the noise of the old programs. That creates the space, the quiet, needed to actually perceive and receive that divine inspiration.
Which leads to this zero state.
Right, the state where limits don't exist, where you're free from the data of the past.
Okay, this connects to another really fascinating, almost mind-bending idea the book touches on. The illusion of control. Sometimes it's called free won't.
Ah, yes. The research suggesting our choices might not be as conscious as we think.
Right, like the studies by Benjamin Libet and others, suggesting our brain initiates an action before we're consciously aware of deciding to act. Makes you wonder, maybe our real free will isn't in choosing to do something.
But maybe in the ability to veto it, to choose not to act on an impulse that bubbles up from the subconscious, free won't instead of free will.
Exactly. So how does Ho'oponopono relate to that, if we're not really in conscious control anyway?
Well, think about the sheer amount of information hitting us. The conscious mind, it can supposedly handle, maybe 15, some say up to 40 bits of information per second.
Tiny compared to everything else.
Right, compared to the millions of bits bombarding our senses constantly from the environment and our subconscious. So trying to consciously manage and control everything from that tiny sliver of awareness, it's kind of futile, isn't it?
You put it like that, yeah.
So the choice Ho'oponopono presents isn't about trying harder to control things out there. It's simpler. Either let the old memories, the programs, keep replaying automatically. Or clean them. Use the phrases, use the tools to erase them and make space. That's where the choice lies: clean or don't clean. Let memory run the show or allow for inspiration. It's about letting go of the illusion of control.
That's a huge shift. Letting go instead of trying harder.
A massive shift.
Which brings us back to maybe the toughest pill to swallow for a lot of people. This idea that everything is inside you. Even huge global problems, war, terrorism, political conflict.
The things that feel definitively out there and not about us personally.
Exactly. The question always comes up, and it's fair. How can my saying, "I love you," possibly affect a war zone or an election result? It seems disconnected.
And Dr. Hew Len's answer, as presented in the book, is unwavering. Because you are experiencing the information about the war or the election or the suffering, even just hearing about it on the news.
It's showing up in my reality.
It's showing up in your mind, in your experience. Therefore, you share the memory, the program connected to it. So the only place you can effectively intervene is within yourself. Cleansing your inner experience of that information is, in this view, the only real way to contribute to healing the outer situation.
So blaming politicians or terrorists or circumstances
is seen as a waste of energy, a misdirection. The responsibility, the power to change your experience of it always comes back to you, to cleaning what's inside.
It's like that analogy used in the book, the symphony.
The symphony analogy, yes. Life as a grand orchestra.
Right. Everyone has their own unique instrument, their own part to play in this huge symphony.
And the problems arise, Ho'oponopono suggests, when we get distracted. When we start thinking someone else has a better instrument, or we try to play their part, or we criticize how they're playing.
Instead of just focusing on our own instrument.
Exactly. Instead of focusing entirely on playing our own notes, keeping our own instrument perfectly tuned through cleaning, the focus has to be inward. Play your part perfectly.
Which ultimately leads back to that goal, the zero state.
Yes. Returning to zero, that state of, nothingness, no data, no memories, no thoughts, no limits, just pure potential.
Which is described as the place of true peace, infinite possibility.
And the book really emphasizes that cleaning isn't a one-time fix. It's constant. It's moment to moment. It's the perpetual process needed to keep moving from memory, which is limitation,
to inspiration.
To inspiration, which is seen as boundless possibility flowing directly from that zero state. It's an ongoing act of inner purification.
So wrapping this up, what does all this mean for you listening right now? This deep dive into Ho'oponopono, especially through the lens of zero limits, it really offers a radical shift.
Absolutely. Away from trying to fix things out there towards internal transformation.
It suggests that if you truly accept 100% responsibility for everything that shows up in your life,
not as blame, but as appearance in your reality.
Right. Then you also hold the key, the absolute key to its healing.
And remember, the method itself is almost startlingly simple. 4 phrases: blue water, maybe some berries. It challenges our logical minds because we expect complex problems to need complex solutions.
Yeah, we want to understand the why.
Exactly. But this isn't about dissecting the why of every memory or problem. It's about consistent application of these simple tools directed to divinity to just clean what's arising within you moment by moment.
And as you heal internally,
your perception changes, your experience of the world, its challenges, it transforms. And according to this system, the world itself actually changes with you.
Which leaves us with a final, pretty provocative thought for you to maybe just sit with. If all problems are simply old memories replaying inside your own mind, what kind of incredible power does that actually give you?
The power to potentially heal not just yourself, but every aspect of your life, and maybe even the world you perceive.
Just by sincerely saying I love you to whatever appears. What if the peace you're searching for truly begins and ends right inside you?